No charges in a deadly shooting that happened after an argument over firewood. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brad Stevens. Carolyn has the night off. It's a story we've been following since February. Today, a grand jury refused to charge the man who shot and killed two men in Parkville. KCTV5's Emily Rittman talked with their families about what happened that night. Emily?
Brad, as you mentioned, the deadly shooting happened after a dispute over about $200 worth of firewood. According to the Platte County Prosecutor's Office, the two men that were killed were followed by a man who believed they gave his father less firewood than he paid for. As the 22-year-old man's father called 911, prosecutors say he used his vehicle to chase Caleb Lawson and Jonathan Lutz, who sold the firewood, until he caught up with them along Highway 9. Their vehicle stopped on the shoulder of the highway.
And the last part John said was, "I love you."
Prosecutors say, according to witnesses, the man stepped out of his vehicle and said something like, "Are you just going to rob my dad?" He told investigators that Lawson said something to the effect of, quote, "You better get back in your car and go back to daddy, or we are going to expletive you up," end quote. He said Lawson and Lutz walked toward him, and Lawson raised his gun and pointed it at him. The man said that he then reached into his open car door, removed a gun that was in a magnetic holster near his steering wheel, and fired multiple times.
If he was going to stand his ground, he should have standed at his home instead of chased him down through two counties.
Prosecutors say Lawson was hit by bullets in the chest and face. Lutz was hit in the abdomen and shoulder. The man who shot them left the scene, went home, and called 911 to tell police that he shot two people. He voluntarily surrendered to deputies. Relatives of Lawson and Lutz disagree with the grand jury's decision.
I was devastated, and I can't believe this case has gone to where it's gone. It's ridiculous. Like I said, I was a bounty hunter for 4 years. At one time, it cost people money to get out of jail for little things. This guy kills two people, walks away from the scene of the crime, doesn't do any time on that case either.
Platte County Prosecutor Eric Zond issued a written statement that said in part, quote, "This is a tragic case in which two people died in a dispute over a mere $200 of firewood, and our thoughts and prayers are with their families. Ultimately, however, after carefully considering the facts and hearing from multiple witnesses, the grand jury found no crime had been committed in the shooting. Missouri's stand your ground law means people do not have to retreat before using force to defend themselves if they are in a place they have a right to be. And while people can never use deadly force merely to protect property, they can use deadly force if they reasonably believe deadly force is necessary to protect themselves against death or serious physical injury," end quote. Lawson and Lutz relatives say they are speaking with an attorney. Reporting live, Emily Rittman, KCTV5 News.
Emily, thank you.